Here I'm just going to shove to guarantee that Mr. Pringles can't put pressure on me. If I min raise, he can shove me and I can't call with anything. But by playing it this way, I force him to wake up with a very select hand to be able to play with me. And we win that flip, so we are good and in the money. And against all-in Oopie, we're going to keep building this pot. I still don't know what he's doing with his min bets, if he's trying to like price himself in to be able to see it cheap. Oh, it's because it's a double or nothing, so he wants to keep the pot small. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And now we're going to have to play heads up on multiple tables. This is going to be pretty hard for me, but I'm going to give it my best. YouTube people, don't give me too hard a time about my heads up play being not up to snuff, because right now, well, the demand on myself is pretty ridiculous. So, ace-x heads up. What do we got? 8 blinds. I'm all in. The top left one's going to be a lot easier. Table 1's going to be a lot easier to play than table 3. That's for sure. And yeah, double or nothing on table 2. So we're just not really going to try to play big pots. And we're going to try limping in against Lamont here, just because I think he's willing to let us see free flops. And we can just try to make a pair. And if we can't make a pair, you know, we can just bluff at the pot like one time on the turn or the river or the flop. Depending on the board texture, we can decide when we want to use our bluff and if we want to save our bluff. So this double or nothing on table 2, again, we're just not going to really do much. There's not a lot of incentive. There's not a lot of value to stealing. So we're just really going to wait for solid hands. And at the same time, just hope that some cooler gets dealt between the other players where they'll bust each other out. Because if one more player gets eliminated, we're paid in that tournament and that one's done. So I think for 5 blinds, Jack 9's a good enough hand to run it. It's a 60-40. All we need is a pair. And we can have it. Pair 10s is not the pair that we wanted, though. So we're back to basics. And what's the price? 2 to 1. It's a good price. And I'm just checking stacks. If I fold, I'll still be in second, but not by much. So even though this guy could have a strong range, I think I need to take the chance to bust here because of the price that I'm being offered here. Good luck, us. All right, 60-40. Again, we just need a pair. Not a pair on the board. We need a pair with our hand. And we didn't get that one. That's all right. And that changed. Now we're like a super short stack. But we got kings! So that's it. Sorry, buddy who's trying to call me while I'm trying to record a video. I'll holler at you later. Oh, y'all want to play for all the chips? Beansies. Put them in the middle. Let's go. All right, ace-jack raising to induce. This is a double or not. Okay, kings against queens. That's a pretty good spot, I reckon. Double or nothing on the outer table is just putting pressure on people. Trying to survive. This guy's 3-betting while we're taking a flop with king-queen. King-9 suited. I have so much going on that I can't even recognize what my hands are. Wow, this guy's name in the double or nothing sit and goes, benefit others. Isn't that nice? I think he's trying to benefit me right now. Thanks for the benefit. Oh, he caught me. Oh, this is definitely Queen-8 suited. Blind versus blind, definitely good enough to put this guy in. And open-ender, we'll just check. And we could check raise, but I don't think this guy's the bluffing type. So I think if he has nothing, he'll just shut down anyway. So we'll check call, take the free card, and if it goes check, check, we'll just bet the river. We could also bet the turn, but nah, he's just going to price us in, so that's fine. We could also consider check raising, but I think since this guy's going to play pretty weak all the way down, we don't need to do that. So now the question is, can I get him to fold some hands? Yeah, I think we can. Just in case he has like Jack Queen or Jack King or something, and we want him to fold those hands because they're definitely better than what we got. But apparently he has a wee bit better than that, and we're just going to have to fold. All right. Mr. Pringles has been putting tons of pressure on us, so I'm going to limp in to try to trap, see if he does what he's been doing every other hand and just make it massive. But he didn't. At least it feels like he's been doing it every other hand, but I haven't been watching every hand, so I don't really know. Faux show. And we'll just fire a little half pot here on the super dry 8 deuce deuce board to see if we can get that through. Okay, so what's happening with the chips here? We got one super short stack and then a few medium stacks in the $15 turbo, so that'll be interesting. How much do I have? 15 blinds? Yeah, I'm just gonna go all in. He limp call trapped us with the queen 10. Now he's the one who needs a pair. And he didn't get it, so that's a win for us, which will net us. What do we get for first place? That fucking didn't tell us. Well, we got a spot in a double or nothing that we can't fold. If we had a larger stack, like if we had 5K and there was a guy with no chips, we would consider folding this, actually, as crazy as that is. But given our chip position, we're not folding this, so king's got to beat the ace queen. So let's think. They pay 70-30 split of the prize pool. There was $60 in the middle, and 70% of 60 is 42. So we got $42 for that $10 regular sit and go. And this is a pretty crazy streak I've been on so far. We have actually made the money in everything I've played. And aggressive shove here, not so aggressive shove in the bottom right. And we get them both through. And I'm going to feign weakness here with the king jack. We have the best hand, so we'll go for a little value on the river. And interesting, we got 3 kings, which is a pretty sweet hand. We're going to check to allow this guy to stab at it and then just snap him off and hope we have the best hand. A little tempted to actually, yeah, given the way Mitutuyo has been playing, I'm just going to shove here with the ace. Wow! I was definitely going to call with the king, but now there's a chance that, oh my god, don't do it to me, man. Limp calling with king 9, that ain't good. I'm going to call with the king because we have trips and I think it's the best hand, but I'm not going to go all in because in the case that Alanupi has me beat and he beats Zoso, all I need is Zoso to lose and I get paid. So I don't need to commit all my chips. I can still keep some behind so that if we check it down and he wins, I still make the money. Whereas if I go in, I guess I can't lose like that, but it felt like I could, so maybe I won't. Now we do have the nuts unless he has 4 queens, and I think, oh, I should have bet that shit. If he has 4 queens, we have more money in the side pot, so wow, that's a cooler. Unlucky for us, but that's okay. We got 2 micro stacks, we'll probably make it. So if he has 4 queens, I'll still go out 3rd instead of 4th, so I think I can call. And I don't know why he did that. That's completely pointless. But whatever. Wow, this guy's just overbetting? Alright. Okay, so we cashed another one. Oh, we got ace-king, so we're all in, and the other double or nothing. Oh shit, this guy's ready to go. So this is a limp pot. Well, let's just hope that he did not flop 2 pair, but since it's a limp pot, it's definitely possible. He could also be overvaluing just a 10, but nice trap with the queens. Well played. Nice 3 of a kind. So we get 2nd place in that sit and go, but that's still another cash. That's where it says I got. It just tells me how many sit and crush points I have. Sit and crush. That must be some promotion they have going on where if you crush sit and goes, then you can get other stuff. Okay, so now we're down to 4 tables. Now I can actually kind of see what's going on and take a second to breathe. So I'm going to put the double or nothings together on the right side. And the regular sit and goes together on the left side. Okay. So top 2 spots are paid on table 1. 3 spots are paid on table 2 where we're doubling or nothinging. Top 3 spots will be paid on table 3. So if a queen or a 7 hits here, we'd be in the money, but it didn't. So now we got a very good old-fashioned battle with 2 players on 10 bigs and 2 players on 20 bigs. And on table 4, 3 spots are going to be paid. Okay. What y'all think of America's Cardroom so far? We've played. Oh, this is the spot. We don't think we're that far ahead with the ace deuce, but we're getting a great price, and we still have chips fine if we lose. So we're gonna call and hope to hold up to double our money yet again. 8 ball, ace ball. That works too. Okay, so this is a double or nothing, so we can apply a bunch of pressure. Okay, so we cashed another one. Okay, and bam, there we go. America's Cardroom. let them know that they can, what can they do? They can earn their free winning million seats with a deposit of just $10. Win your free seat to the $1 million guarantee. Why not? So River Run here on table 1 really shouldn't want to play with me. We have Tony Ditt, who has 3 bigs, so he's going to go out soon. And yeah, River Run just needs to wait for that to happen. He doesn't need to engage in battle with me. King 2 suited. I think we have a profitable shove on the button here. But because these players play kind of bad, and the small blind may shove too much, and the big blind may call too much, I think I have a better chance of just making it into the money from just, you know, staying out of harm's way and giving them a chance to battle rather than taking a close shove. Now, that being said, if I get a little bit shorter, I'm going to have to take that spot. I can't pass on it. But I think because it's a turbo and because it's a 9-handed and people just don't understand sit and go strategy, there is a lot to be said about just staying out of harm's way and a lot of value to be gained by doing that. So here we're getting 7-1 on our money on table 4. So we're going to see the flop. And let's see if the 8 comes. Yeah, our straight's still pretty clean. I think other than the hearts, our outs are pretty clean. And even still, like, people aren't necessarily lumping with a flush draw. So I think this is a fine spot to schleed out. Oh, Midatuyo. We know this guy. He's a fish. Good old-fashioned fish. And there we go. Ace 8 against 5-6. Did this guy call off with 5-6? I guess he had enough of his chips invested in the middle that it made sense. Anyway, another cash for us. We are in the money again, and we got more sit and crush points, and we got a straight, and hell yeah. I'm going to put the pressure on this guy, because even if he does have a hand, I can always just suck out. But it's hard to find a hand. This guy's so passive. Just bet small. It's hard to find a hand, and it's hard to call, and he's the one guy that I can be applying pressure to because I have him covered. Whereas I don't really want to battle too much with the other guys because it's easy for them to call me. It's a lot easier to call someone's all in when you have chips behind and it's not going to take you out of the tournament than it is when you're on the literal bubble. And you know, this is a $15 sit and go. This is one of the bigger ones we're playing. So I think min cash is probably going to be like $30. Yeah, I got the payouts here. So min cash over here is 27. Then we got 40, and then we have 67. So this guy's so close, he does not want to go out now. And no one would. No one would at all. So we'll just put that there. Seems good. We probably have the best hand with ace-10. We almost certainly have the best hand with ace-10. But again, we're on the bubble. And if we shove, he's going to be getting 2-1. So he's always going to call us. And although we'll have the best hand, I don't know how big our favorite's going to be. I'm actually going to fold because of the bubble. If he'd raised it smaller, I probably would have shoved because I think we would have had fold equity. But because of the size that he chose, he was going to be getting pot odds to call me with whatever he raised me. And when you don't have any fold equity, you need extremely good hands to actually commit all your chips, especially at this stage of the tournament. So that may seem like a bit of a crazy fold to some people, but I think it makes sense. I don't necessarily know that it is the right play because I'm not, like a sit and go wizard. I haven't run all the situations and stuff, but I do have enough of an intuitive sense to understand why it may be the right fold. And since on top of, just trying to win money in these little videos, I'm more importantly trying to teach you guys stuff and show you how to have fun with the game. I'm willing to make potentially a slightly bad fold if it leads to you guys learning something that's going to make you money in the future. So with these jacks, I don't want to min raise and give someone the chance to put me all in. Even though they might only have 30% equity, we're getting so close to the money and so close to the bubble that I just want to minimize the chances of getting called, minimize the variance I'm going to take so that I can get in. Unfortunately, we lost the flip. King, Queen beat out our pocket jacks. But you know what? We did get 5 1/4 sit and crush points, and that is the only one of the tournaments that we did not make the money in. And I'm just checking my lobbies now. How many did I play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I played 9 sit and goes, and I made the money in 7 of them, and I still have a chance to make money in 1 more. So I think that goes to show you that there is some pretty good value here on this site of America's Cardroom. But I think we're probably coming up on half an hour. We might even be over half an hour now. So I'm actually going to cut the video before I play out this last sit and go, and I'm just going to play it out on my own, and I'll just let you guys know in the comments whether or not I cashed it. Either way, a 77% cash rate is pretty fucking good, and 88 would be even better. But hey, if I get 77, I'm okay with that. So, americascardroom.net. Americans, you can play here, and I would encourage you to do so, especially this weekend if you can get there, because of winning millions. Bam. So, GG. That wraps up this edition of Let's Play Poker. If you want to see more live poker action, come hang out at my stream tomorrow on Twitch, twitch.tv/Gripst, or www.gripst.com/videos/live streams. We have a custom player where you can also battle with me in my home games. Info right there. So that's the club ID, that's the invite code. As long as you apply before I start my stream, I will accept you into the club. Go games. So there is also a link in the description for Twitch if you want to get in on that. And if you haven't made 2014 your year yet, this Sunday could be your chance to do just that. We've already had a third place finish on the live stream for $15,000 on a Sunday, and we've only been streaming for 3 weeks. So I mean, it's pretty good. And even if you guys aren't playing, I really encourage you to come hang out at the stream, because it's just a really good time. It's really enjoyable. I promise you, you will have a lot of fun. I'll also be streaming my Winning Millions entry live. So, Team Gripst, let's get it.
We here, homie. Hey, welcome back in Invisible Storm. Opened up the door, put criminals on. Opened up the stool, let him spit a few songs. Shut down the jewels, got his tennis shoe on. Took off his students, put his principles on. Don't believe the hype, put my interviews on. They don't believe it, right? You was interviewed wrong. I believe you like the hypes, I put my chemicals on. You such a G, why they limousine on? If you can say that's me, why they intervene on? See, my whole crew is entering on. Just a word of me, first fit to team on. For the past year, had to get my lean on. Stay away from the streets, I was glittering on. Only bread was what Harris put my chicken wings on. I was centipede short, now I'm limousine long.
Blue Bay in his crew and came up while you were sleeping. NF, going up, F, NF, going up. They hate but they study and watch till they can't see him. NF, going up, F, NF, going up.
I'm 5 years deep, had deals galore. What they feeling now, I had to feel before. And what they feeling now, I used to kill before. Grown man now, I was lil before. And what's phony now, wasn't real before. Told Chill I wasn't ready, had to chill some more. Knew that I was hot, but I wasn't cool enough, so I said I had to sit out on the sill some more. And from my blocks where I made the raw, broke down the raps and waged the war. I waded in the water and laid the law. I almost didn't make it, man, I braved it all. When niggas couldn't take it, man, I shaked it off. Wore my hat where you couldn't break it off. Out of respect for the set, I would take it off and walk down the same blocks you get chased from off. Now that's gangsta, dog.
Come on. Came up while you were sleeping. NF, going up, F, NF, going up. They hate but they study and watch till they can't see him. F, NF, going up, F, NF, going up.
You see, Boo-Loo, I done been around the block, and I done been around the millionaires. Been seated at the power meetings, yeah. I know how it feels in there. See, it's one thing to be put on, it's another thing to own. Niggas don't feel that there. Niggas is AC and I'm ocean breeze. Homie, do you feel that air? Where I'm from, it's Madison. Fans across the world, that's where that begun. With this flow that was whack to some, that they ain't catch till I got the feedback from Young. Well, he's back and brung. The same flow, no front, and got his back to them. Boo-Loo, this for you, my girls and my niggas. Rest in peace, Tone. God forgive us.
Blue Bay in his crew and came up while you were sleeping. F, NF, going up, F, NF, going up. They hate but they study and watch till they can't see him. NF, going up, F, NF, going up. Blue Bay in his crew and came up while you were
FNF
sleeping.
up, first and 15 F up,
going up, F,
you did. Gemini up,
hate
Shayla
but
G
they
up,
study
Pro up,
and watch
G-Ball
till
up,
they
Chili
can't
Mac
see
drop.
him. NF,
And with that elimination, we have officially cashed 8 of 9 sit and goes for a total profit of $60. Get stacking.